one of the sort of unifying elements to our household here at Carleton Castle is food. And we thought that it would be great to bring our friends and family together and our community together through a show or a platform like we'd like to call YUMERVILLE.
So today on YUMERVILLE, the first ever episode, we're going to be doing some breads. Some very simple breads.
Quick breads.
Quick breads. They don't require any...
Not sweet breads.
Rising.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, sweet, but not sweet breads.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet bread, for those of you who don't know, are, cow's brains. Sheep's brains and other brains of animals that are fried, typically with a little salt. You eat it.
This is a real thing.
This is a real thing.
And it's called sweet bread.
Called sweet breads.
Hey,
yeah. For our more sophisticated audience members, they'll know.
One of the breads we're making today is sweet a bit. It has sugar in it, and it has...
No brains.
No brains. No brains on this show. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. The first bread we're going to make is zucchini bread. It's a bit sweet, but it's not sweet bread.
Not sweet bread.
Which is brains.
Which is brains.
Ingredients for the zucchini bread. Flour, 3 cups. Teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of both, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 3 eggs, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 1/4 cups of sugar, 3 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, 2 cups of grated zucchini, 1 cup of chopped walnuts, chocolate chips, or whatever you prefer to put in your zucchini bread.
Today we'll be making 2 loaves.
Yeah, we're going to make one of each.
What is your preference?
You know, I prefer the walnuts. I think that the crunch is very satisfying. Yeah. What about you?
I actually was raised on chocolate chips, so I'm a chocolate guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Mama's recipe.
Yeah, it must be a regional thing.
Yeah. Shall we start prepping?
Okay, I think we should.
For today's zucchini bread, you're going to want to preheat the oven to 325.
First step, simply 3 cups of plain, regular flour.
Now, Paul, what are you doing right there?
Well, this is a process called sifting, and it gets all of the little chunky bits out.
We don't want chunky bits.
No chunky bits.
Unless they're chocolate chunks.
Ooh, that's later. This is number 2. Number 3. Just sift it all in there. Ross suggested using sea salt because
a fine grind sea salt or iodized salt, you want it to be of a smaller texture so that it mixes better with the other ingredients.
That's good to know.
Yes.
May I?
That's a half teaspoon.
Thank you. Have we lost our full teaspoon?
We have. It's in the dishwasher.
1 teaspoon of baking soda. So that's again 2 half teaspoons here, which is the tool we're using.
This is the
1 teaspoon of baking powder. I've been dumping all those right here into the sifter. So go ahead and just add that to everything else. Make sure it's nice and distributed. Moving on up.
Move the big guy.
Yeah. 1/2, 2 halves. 3 eggs. This is actually a fun pro tip that my girlfriend taught me. You take eggs and you have a little battle.
Egg battle!
One is the winner. We're only doing 3 right now, so it's not that exciting, but very nice. Yeah, boy. Very precise, obviously.
Just a quick break while we wash.
Now that this is washed, we're going to measure out some sugar. A lot of sugar, actually. 2 cups, and then another 1/4 of a cup. Put it right in here, the eggs and the oil. 4th cup. Alright, sideball it, right? 4th cup.
That looks good. A little extra sweetness wouldn't hurt.
Vanilla extract. 3
Mm-hmm.
teaspoons. So this is again a half teaspoon. 6 of these bad boys. So once you've combined all of these ingredients, that's eggs, oil, sugar, vanilla, it's time to mix them all up.
Now, Paul, if you didn't have your handy dandy egg beater, what could you use as an alternative?
You know, Rob, I'm glad you asked. A common potato masher will serve as an egg beater in a pinch.
That's handy advice, Paul.
Pro tip.
Paul, that alone looks good enough to eat.
Oh, well, there's raw eggs in there, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Excuse me.
Next is a very important step. We're not going to add it to either mixture yet, but I'm going to put the zucchini in the zucchini bread. Now, if you haven't got a grater, a common potato masher will do.
What a handy dandy device.
Pro tip, Okay, so take your zucchini, like so, just go to town. And you know what? We gotta kind of flip it around a lot because it starts getting slippery. It's zucchini. Whoa!
Potato
tower, yeah. That's good.
Nice.
Look at that.
Now, do we just pour this on top?
No, that's a mistake that
That's an
many
amateur move.
first-time zucchini bread makers.
Oh.
The next step, believe it or not, is going to be combining our dry mix. And add this in here. Make sure you get all that creamy goodness in there.
Mm-hmm.
And do this, and eventually, and now that this is all combined, the dry mixture and the wet mixture, you're going to end up with something that's kind of thick, like maybe you were making cookies, be about this consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty thick, but we're making some bread, so it's going to get a lot thinner when we add the zucchini, and that's the next step. We need 2 cups of grated zucchini. So,
Now, do you like to pack the cups?
I like to pack the cups, get them nice and packed in there,
Nice.
because the zucchini is a big part of this bread. So I feel
Hence
like
the name?
when you
Zucchini
say 2 cups, it should be 2 complete full cups.
Ooh.
All mixed up throughout. You don't want to have a big chunk without any zucchini.
Mm-hmm. I can see it thinning out right now.
Yeah. As the moisture is released from the zucchini, the consistency of the mixture will thin noticeably. Okay, so now, got a big old heaping bowl of 2 loaves worth of zucchini bread. The next and final step is going to be adding your
Additives?
adding your additive of choice, be it walnut or semi-sweet morsel of chocolate chips. Remember to grease your pan before you put the zucchini bread into them.
Pistachio?
So we've got all of the zucchini bread here. We're going to divide it up into here and then add the chocolate chips.
And then
mix
stir
them
them
all. Stir them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that going to mess up the butter?
I think
Greasing
okay.
of the pan.
Good.
Loaf number 2.
But Paul, my mom always let me to lick the brownie batter.
I'm not going to talk about the show.
Appreciate that.
No, I'm sure your mother's a wise woman. What do you think we should do with these chocolate fruit?
Well, I think we should eat them
Yeah.
while we pour them. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Ross, you can pour the walnuts in here.
Okay.
I would say typically about a cup. You want to measure it or you want to eyeball it?
Let's eyeball it.
Let's eyeball it. Hope I didn't go overboard with those chocolate chips.
There's no such thing as overboard, Paul. Not when it comes to chocolate chips.
I agree. Yeah. Zucchini bread with chocolate chips. Zucchini bread with walnuts. Just simply take your zucchini bread over to the oven. Alright, now that the zucchini bread has been put in the oven, which is at 325 degrees, we'll leave it there for about 40 to 60 minutes, checking it every once in a while to make sure it doesn't get overcooked. Rolling, action, okay. Alright, let's try this again, see if these bad boys are done.
Those look delicious, Paul.
They certainly do, Ross.
Ooh.
Ross, do the honors.
Wop, wop, wop. Ooh.
Oh, well, it looks like the walnut loaf is done, but unfortunately the chocolate loaf is not done yet. So I'm gonna put it back in for another 5 to 10 minutes.
Isn't that nutty?
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Back to the oven.
Back to the oven for a little more loving.
Oh. Up next, we're gonna do a quick and easy beer bread. All right. Now that the zucchini bread is finished, we're gonna dump it out of the bread pan, loaf pan,
The loaf pan.
loaf pan, the loaf
Bread
pan.
loaf pan.
It's
Loaf
made
pan.
of glass, and yeah, it's a loaf pan. So, boom, we're gonna put it right there.
Oh!
Look at that.
Wow.
That
Paul.
is a beautiful thing. And for the taste test, we're gonna invite our friend Nate to come give it a try. Nate, would you like to join us on stage?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Zucchini.
Yeah, somebody told me you guys were making some bread tonight.
Absolutely,
Right,
right?
man. So what do we got right here? It's pretty fresh
This
looking.
is the thing. This is zucchini bread, man.
That looks pretty good. So you said this is zucchini?
Mm-hmm.
What's in it?
Zucchini.
Zucchini, nice. And, you know.
Nice angle.
Look at that. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright. Smells good.
Yeah.
Should I trust you guys?
Yeah. So,
Thoughts?
what's the verdict, Nate?
It's moist.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
That's good.